And now we have arrived at the moment when we find out what you chose as the best television show ever. And the winner is I Love Lucy. Isn't it amazing to think that Lucille Ball and her husband, Desi Arnaz, created this show over 60 years ago, but it is still running and we're still laughing.
Honey, I'm home.
It is the sitcom that defined all sitcoms that followed.
It's the book of Genesis. In the beginning, there was I Love Lucy. They were pioneers.
Now, how fast can you type?
Oh, about this fast.
Hilarious sketch comedy.
Do you dance?
Can I dance?
Can you jitterbug?
Can I jitterbug?
Can you put dinner on the table?
Can I put dinner on? Oh, yeah.
I am not surprised that 60 years later, we're talking about this as the greatest show of all time, because it is.
Every summer, for the last 2 decades, thousands of fans flock to Lucille Ball's hometown, Jamestown, New York, to celebrate Lucy Fest.
Hi, Ethel.
The world's most recognizable redhead smiles from posters, walls, and even stamps. Lucille Ball's daughter, Lucie Arnaz, headlines the week. Lucie Arnaz enjoyed a long career on Broadway and in the movies. And at 62 years old, she still has a successful nightclub act. Her brother, Desi Jr., runs a ballet company in Boulder City, Nevada. Little kids love it, older people love it. What is it about this show?
The show is about a character that gets into tons of trouble each episode. You think, oh my God, what's going to happen now? And then somehow at the end of it, there's always somebody who says, it's okay. It's almost like it's I Love Lucy anyway.
Her parents, Lucy and Desi, were married on the show and in real life.
The mother of my children, ladies and gentlemen. She plays Lucy, Lucille Ball.
This footage on a DVD extra shows Desi introducing the cast. I Love Lucy was about a real family, so when Lucy actually became pregnant, it was written into the show.
Rock-a-bye, baby,
Ricky was given a note saying someone in the audience was having a baby, but he didn't know it was Lucy.
Honey, no.
Yes.
Really? Why didn't you tell me?
Why, you didn't give me a chance.
We're having a baby, my baby and me.
It was a poignant, unforgettable moment.
And the whole audience started to cry with them. And at the end of the scene, the director announced, we're going to have to take it again. And the whole audience rose up as one person and said, no, and they didn't do it.
When Lucy gave birth to her fictional son, Ricky,
Ricky, this is it.
This is
it.
a record 44 million people watched.
Wait for me!
That same morning, Lucy had actually given birth to her real son, Desi Jr. More people watched Dwight Eisenhower's inauguration. Tell us what that time was like for you.
I didn't even know. All I knew is I'd had a healthy boy, and I was just like every other pregnant woman lying in the hospital saying, when are they going to bring the baby in?
Keith Thibodeaux played Little Ricky. He's the only surviving member of the cast.
Lucille Ball is a very serious woman. She was not the zany, wacky, kooky person that we know in the show. But she had a very passionate side, and she had a very loving side.
Do you know who I am, little boy? I say, do you know who I am? Sure, you're my mommy.
Lucy, after 25 years of doing a weekly series, you stopped in 1974. Then what was it like?
Traumatic. Very. I was just in shock. I loved getting up and going to work. There wasn't anything I wanted to do but go back to work.
Lucy and Desi Arnaz's program was amazingly long-running, but their marriage ended after 20 years in divorce. In 1957, they sold their ownership of I Love Lucy to CBS for approximately $4 million. It has since made tens of millions of dollars a year. It is the most watched show in television history, currently in 77 countries and in 22 languages.
Compre usted también el Vitamina Vitamin sin falta. El Vitamina Vitamin.
I love Lucy and she loves me. We're as happy as two can be. Sometimes we quarrel, but then
she was this gorgeous, gorgeous woman who did lots of physical comedy.
She wasn't afraid to get dirty. I mean, one of my favorite scenes, The Chocolate Factory. Oh, her and Vivian Vance. I still to this day laugh with tears.
Why is the show the most successful show of all time? Because its principles are timeless. Comedy, laughter, love, friendship, and everyone identifies with that.
Either we all sing or nobody sings.
There was something in them that's inside of us.